Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you press the play button. Please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel and it helps me tune into you. These are collective readings. Any energy, any sign. Energy does not have a gender. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates. Let's get going, my friends. And I do appreciate those that have subscribed to the channel, who like the content that I put out. You know, there's always going to be haters out there, but for those who truly need to hear these messages, who truly appreciate what I'm trying to do, mwah, many blessings, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, we're going to start with the messages that they would say to you if they could. Bottom line, Spirit, give me a message for the overall collective, please. What would they say to this person? The energy that I'm channeling today, please. What would they say? Okay, well, they want to say something. Yeah, baby, yeah. I don't want this to be over. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I was acting from old patterns. Okay. Any other cards they would say, Spirit, before we begin? So you're in separation. They don't want it to be over. For those that want to hear that, that's good news. If you saw the real me, would you still love me? I love everything about you. Is at the bottom of the deck. I feel heartbroken. Any other cards? I think there was a lot of misunderstanding here between the two of you. It could be from very different, not worlds so much. It does feel like that sometimes, right? When you're with a person and you're different from that person, it could be like night and day, right? Whether they have that book, they're from Mars, you're from Venus, right? But I think it's like childhood differences with the way you were raised, so to speak. And your personalities could be very different. I just want to hold you again. Says they have mother issues, could be a problem. Yeah, I'm trying to heal old wounds. I have fantasies about you. I want to contact you, but I'm not sure what to say or how to approach you. I really miss you. It feels too intense. I'm not sure how to handle it. I'm worried about you moving on. This connection confuses me. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm losing you, and I'm healing old issues, and I have control issues. Your words hurt me, and I know mine hurt you. I'm sorry. I haven't forgotten you. I was in denial. I can't get you off my mind. Okay. Let's go with that. That's quite a few conversations or quite a few answers to questions. Maybe that you didn't know what happened or why it happened. And I don't think that at the time, maybe they even knew what happened or why it happened. But they know that they can't get you off their mind. And I feel like over time, this expounded, this misunderstanding or this realization is probably more the word I want to use as to what your significance was to them in their life. I feel like they have a lot of connections with people. They could be in a job where they meet a lot of people. They could be a communicator. They could speak to a lot of people. And they might have a lot of options, so to speak. And they might have had a few relationships more than you. So they know endings. They're familiar with that. But they're not familiar with those that stay. So I feel like when they get that feeling inside of themselves that this could be more than just a crush or a fling. They run from that, but they never forget the person, and then they revisit it in their heads, and then they might, for some that were significant to them, try again, but you walked away completely and they didn't have that chance. And I feel like they feel like this is a mischance. And with time, it's become a burning in their minds that they should have put more effort into you. And I think they do that sometimes. They kind of beat themselves up about relationships that they think they should have given it more of a chance, and they sabotaged it. And I don't know. I feel like with you, though, it's a lot more than any other relationship that they've ever felt in their life. This feels too intense, right? I can't handle this. Past, present, or future energy is always at play. So some of these words, some of this conversation could have been in their head, but it could have been in the past. Could have been at the time when they knew you. When the time when they were in your energy, I should say. They have fantasies. They're trying to heal. I feel like an ego death, and it was something that was presented to me by spirit, that some people need an ego death in order for transformation to take place, is what my spirit guide told me. Right. And what was expounded with that, or expanded, or even explained further, for some people that don't know what expounded means, maybe I didn't either. Gotta look it up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Google. I feel like some people need to be rejected in order for them to smarten up. They feel like they're all that in a bag of chips. And you know what's in a bag of chips, right, baby? Not just the fried potatoes. It's air, right? Too much inflation, too much thinking more of themselves than they should, puffed up like a bag of chips. And they need to be deflated like that bag of chips when you open it. And that might be what happened here, where they were in denial of this connection, and yet they can't forget you, right? You might have had hurtful words. And it might not have been like screaming words, you're a jerk, you're an idiot, swearing at them, whatever. It could have just been truth, man. Truth. Their words back to you were probably sarcastic and cutting, right? Like dismissive. And that hurt you, but your words were being honest. Maybe they don't know how to be honest, right? Because it said here that I'm trying to be my real self. They miss you. They don't know how to contact you, though. It's not like they don't know who you are. It's like they don't know what to say. It's like they're living in their head and fantasies, right? But they're trying to heal. And I feel like this ego death that you gave them is what's doing that. They feel heartbroken. Right here. If you saw the real me, would you still love me, right? So this is a false person. Love everything about you, they said. They don't want it to be over. Sorry for the way I treated you, but in connections, this is what they do. This is what they do, man. Yeah. They play the game. It's like a game to them. And I feel like they like the newness of connections, but they're just worried that if they pick a person, they're going to be bored, right? They like the newness, the games, the conversations, the fun. When it gets boring, they want out. It's like something like that is what I'm hearing. And because they have so many options of people that are very honest and open about what they want from the connection, right? So this person could be good looking. This person could have like a body by Jake, and they get a lot of attention. So when you didn't give them that attention, maybe you did give them a lot of attention, whatever, but not enough, right? They wanted you to chase them. They wanted to play a game with you, cat and mouse. So you would open up and say more. Tell them how you felt about them. Maybe they felt a lot about you. They just didn't know how you felt, right? You were mysterious. They weren't used to a person like you where they couldn't read you, because other people are just like, let's go, baby. You know what I want. And I'm willing to give you what you want, type of thing. And you weren't like that. They had to work harder for that. And they were like, oh, I usually work smarter, not harder, baby. If you ain't going to give me something, then I'm going to find somebody else. And you were like, alrighty then. That's fine with me. 10-10 on the clock. All right. Daydreams and decisions or decisions. So yeah, a lot of fantasies in their head. They see you shining the sacral chakra. Oh my gosh, excuse me. And they're awaiting. It's almost like they are waiting. It's almost like a waiting game. Like they're wondering what you're going to do, right? They're wondering, they want you to work for them. Like, not work for them, but in a physical sense, but they want you to do the work. So it was kind of, like I said, a lazy energy where they are used to people showing up, giving them the skinny, the 411, I want you, let's go. You don't got to work hard for it. I'm already on my back. That type of thing. So they're manifesting a different result with the connection. It's almost like they waited on you. Now they're waiting on spirit. They're waiting on God. It's like they're praying, like, make this happen. But this is the reason why there's a separation. There's a reason why it's not going the way they want to, because they need to heal. If they don't raise their vibration, they don't heal from old wounds, they're going to keep repeating the same patterns, which is what they did in each relationship. They need to take the lead, right? I think you took the lead in the sense of you took the reins of this connection and you said, I am not going to play a game with you that you've played with many other people. I'm not the same person, clearly. And I am not putting up with your nonsense. And you walked away from a situation that maybe you didn't want to, maybe it was difficult, painful, whatever, but you did. And this is transforming this person, whether you know it or not, because you might not even be in this person's energy or geographic location, whatever, that you even know this is going on, but it is. You cracked open this person's sacral chakra, you cracked open this person in general, and it's transformative. It's getting them out of their own head, getting them out of their own. You deflated the balloon, man. The air is out of the bag, okay? And the person, the true person's there underneath all that. And I feel like they didn't want to change. They didn't want to be this person that they saw you thought they were, or you had this idea of who they were. Maybe this is a person that they truly presented to you. This softness, marshmallowiness. They could be a man, right? And they don't want to be soft and gooey because that's just not who they present to the world. You saw that part of them. They even presented that to you, right? Showed that to you. And then they closed up like a clam, right? The shell, and didn't want to give you anything further. Till you told them what you felt like. Like, I showed a little bit of what I am, who I am, or whatever. You do the work more. They wanted you to not meet them halfway. They wanted you to meet them all the way, like you do all the work. So it's hard to explain it in my head. I know what I'm thinking in my head, how to say it, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. Who the hell knows? I do these readings and I have to look back afterwards and say, wow, I said all this stuff. But Spirit's guiding me, man. You know what I mean? These talks are not about me. These readings are about, Spirit and what they want to say to a person out there in the universe that needs to hear it. So never like get that twisted that it's me coming up with these things, because half the time I don't even know what I'm saying when I'm up here, sitting here, whatever, where I'm at. I have to look back and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm glad that it helps those that are out there that need to hear it. But it is not my own storyline or my own thinking or whatever. It's really guided by Spirit every single time. All right, so trust is here. And I feel like this is a feminine energy on the picture. I feel, and they're like moving away, glowing and shining. I feel like that's you. You had to trust the universe and that's a hard thing, right? Trusting the universe and to say, okay, I really wanted this person, but if they don't want me, there's nothing I can do about it, right? So you had to trust the universe, that the universe knew better than you, and you walked away from the situation. I feel like it was a hard thing to walk away from this person because they could be a real charmer. It could be a real charmer. I mean, obviously, if they got a lot of options, they know exactly how to rein them in, man. But you felt guided out. And I feel like that's really what it was. It was guided out. Like, let's go. Move. To the exit. They forced you out because you weren't going to do it on your own, man. You got just as much of a stubborn energy as this person, this energy that needed the ego death. All right. So yeah, there could be a mirroring of feelings right now. Like stubborn energy is what I'm reading right now. It's like, I'm not going to say it and they're not going to say it. So it's like, then time just keeps ticking away, man. Time keeps ticking away. But they feel like they're running out of time. They do, because you could be moving on to other individuals. You could be moving on to somebody else, and they know that. All right, Spirit, give me some more on this. These two stubborn people, baby. But I feel like you did the right thing. I feel like you might have questioned that insane decision at one point. Like, what am I, crazy? But I feel like now that time has gone by, you're realizing that it was for the best. Because you wanted happiness, right? Fertility, travel. You wanted other things. Clarity, new beginnings, transformation, family, and boundaries and closure. Oh my God, and talents here. Dear God. Wow. Prosperity, home, healing, grieving, commitment, protection, empowerment, freedom. My goodness, there's so much here. There's so much here that happened, so much here that's going to happen if it hasn't happened already. But there was so much that you had expectations for, and it all had to happen by walking away from this individual. And I know that doesn't sound right, but there's situations that you have to walk away from. And it's not even just this person. There is people that no longer serve you, boundaries that need to happen for you to have prosperity and fertility, and not necessarily children, but fertility in the sense of whatever you want to birth, in a sense of like, you have all these ideas, creativities, what thinking in your mind, what you want to do. You had to leave certain people behind in order for it to happen, because all they were doing was blocking you in a very negative way. And it was never going to happen in the situations that were going on in your life at the time, or that are going on in your life right now, currently. You wanted freedom, empowerment. You're protected by the universe. Commitment. You wanted commitment from this person, right? Maybe you grieved the loss of individuals, not just this person, but people that left your life. You've been grieving these people, right? You needed to heal yourself, not just this person, right? It takes two to tango. And if spirit sees two people come together that are toxic, they might allow it for a time for you to learn a lesson. But one or more people in this connection is going to grow out of that. And then it's necessary to walk away from a situation if you are at a different level of life than they are. Maybe they're stuck in their toxic swill and you are trying to better yourself. You cannot stay in that connection, whether you want to or not. Whether you have family with this person or not, you've left people. Home, prosperity, you have talents. There's closure here. The doors are closed. Boundaries are here. And it could be with family. It's showing family here. But there's transformation, new beginnings. There's understanding of why these endings have happened. You're traveling, right? Either it's physically or in your mind, astrally traveling in spirit. You're learning, right? And you're going to give birth to things that, not necessarily children, but you're going to have happiness, and whatever that you want to do, it's going to take place, is what Spirit's saying. You have a gift, and this gift has been hidden for a long time because other people have stood in the way of you really transforming yourself. It's not just this person anymore. There's so much more going on here. There's other people that you had to leave behind because their journey is different than yours, and they are going to have to learn their karmic lessons. right? And that could have been a grieving process, could be still a grieving process. It might not even be yet that you've done this, but you're going to have to in order for transformation to happen. And this is a hard lesson to learn in life when you got to leave people behind, man. It's not easy. Yeah, and asking for help from your spirit guides, right? Not necessarily physical people on this earth, but you could be one of these people that never ask for help. And friends are there for a reason, right? To listen, to help, some true friends anyways. Slow down, pause, and breathe. Serenity. You're looking for peace in your life. And unfortunately, there's a lot of chaos in your life or chaotic people in your family and friend group that you need to walk away from because they're blocking your blessings, right? When you're focused so much on them and not on yourself and your own transformation and growth, this could be your issue. Right? Strategy is here. Have a backup plan. Choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. Focus. It's just, I feel like you're not that kind of person that just walks away from people. You give people chances after chances after chances. And I really don't feel like these individuals deserve it. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Like I said, these readings are not for my own thought process. It's like when I light those candles, set those intentions, spirit is coming in to give a message. So take it with a grain of salt for some of you that doubt tarot and what it represents, but I don't think I'm wrong about this. You need to walk away, and it's up to you to do it because free will's at play. I'm just reading you the energy. You're the one that has to take the action, and I'm not telling you if it's your children or whatever, you need to be in their lives. You need to support your children. I'm not saying that. It's very specific individuals that are toxic that you can walk away from because you have to for your own physical well-being, your own mind, because they are really, what is it, killing you is what I'm hearing inside. The stress is killing you. Aquarius is here, so it could be an air sign that I'm speaking to today. Libra's here, but this also could be balance. 2 air signs. Clarity, right? Your third eye is opening up. Air is here. There you go. Air sign. So somebody here is an air sign, or it could be somebody that's in your chart. I mean, somebody's in your chart. My God. It could be in your chart that you have more than one, obviously, more than one astrological sign. It could be air is in your chart. Speak, Tanya. Admirer. Somebody is admiring you, but somebody was a pretender. And I feel like it's a performer. It says pretender, but I feel like somebody was a pretender. Performer. You could be a performer. Did your parents ever tell you were so dramatic? You're so dramatic, baby. Yeah, a performer. Well, could be in the arts. Introvert. You could be an introvert, or your person could be a magician. See what I'm saying? Somebody is manifesting you. Gypsy soul and queen. Ye, long live the queen. Achiever. So one or both of you are achievers. Hardworking. Want to get somewhere in life. Nothing wrong with that, baby. You're the queen. You have magical abilities that are being I keep saying the word expounded, but it's like they're advancing. You're advancing, and you realize that things that you used to put up with, you can't anymore, right? Nonsense, foolishness. I don't know. You're becoming more of a serious, more focused in life. Spirit, give me some more from the tarot as far as this person that's, I keep saying expounded. I'm going to try to stop. This person that's growing, transforming. Is that better? Give me some advice or clarification. If I'm not making sense, you make sense, Spirit, for this. It's your reading. The tarot. Now it's going to be tight-lipped, are we? Okay. So I have the Queen of Swords, air sign. I feel that you are more guarded. I feel like you had to be. You had to separate yourself from people. I feel like you're in that queen energy where you're able to do that, where before I believe you were afraid to do those things. You changed. And because you changed, you're no longer aligned with the people that you used to be with. Your posse. 8 of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, you're working on your craft. Whatever it is that you are, the skills that you have or that you're learning, right? It could be a student too. Something that is newer to you than something you're not familiar with, right? You're really working hard. And that's something that maybe you didn't in the past because you had so many distractions, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, 2 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. There's a cup of love that wants to be given to you. I think this is the person in the past. The Wheel of Fortune is here too. So there is good luck and success and fertility, right? It's saying here that you are working hard and something that you are working hard for is going to work for you. But also this relationship is a relationship that's going to work for you. Somebody is offering their cup of love. Could be more than one person, because I feel like that's the reason why this person feels time is running out, because competition is here. Maybe they've never had competition for a person that they wanted before, and now it's like something new. This is what's cracking this person open and giving them that ego death, right? They're not the only game in town. Death is here. So there's an ending. And it could be an ending to situations. Obviously, it's an ending to situations that no longer serve you, but it could be an ending to that you are stuck, that you can't move forward. Because that's just 3D thinking. That's not actually true. It's things that we trap ourselves into believing. We can't move forward. We can't change our situation. We can always change our situation. The problem with it is that it's going to take a lot of effort, and some people just want to work smarter, not harder, and they don't want to do it. Let's be real. Knight of Pentacles, this could be the person that's offering you this slow-moving energy, but they are slowly moving to you. They want to move to you. They're just afraid. I feel like this person's afraid of what you're going to say. You're going to reject them. They've never truly had somebody reject them. Maybe they've had a person reject them to play a game, right, at first, and then, give in afterwards. You didn't give in to this person. Right, and there's competition here. This is what it's saying, 7 of Swords. There could be a lot of infighting that's happening in this person's life too. Somebody could have said negative things about you, slander you, your name, said lies about you, trying to put doubt in this person's mind. Could have happened. The Star is here, but it's in the reverse. Right? There could be an arrogance to this person. And that's why maybe they were the star as far as this person in your past. They could have been the star where other people looked up to them, other people admired them, and now you're the one that people are admiring. And there could be an arrogance to this person. 9 of Pentacles is here, but it's in the reverse. Yeah, it could be deception. I think they deceived themselves into thinking that they could walk away from you, or you could walk away from them, and it would be like good riddance, right? Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. And I feel like they realized that that kind of attitude does not serve anything, but also you didn't deserve that kind of ending, right? They should have apologized to you. And I feel like they realize that now that time's gone by, but they don't know how to save face. That's all it is pride. Instead of being a man or a woman, right, pull your big boy pants up, big girl pants up, they want to sit there and fantasize about you and follow you around or whatever, or show up in certain places instead of being honest about how they felt about you. Or just say sorry, man, right? If it's closure, if it's ended, say sorry. Be a bigger person. Instead of doing that, they'd rather just like daydream about you or fantasize about you or like satisfy themselves thinking about you, instead of being the grown-up or the bigger person and saying something to you. You didn't do anything wrong for you to say, I'm sorry to this person. You just said truth. And it wasn't even in a mean way, I wouldn't say, because I'm not getting mean energy off of you. It was just honesty that they could not handle. Your light was really triggering their darkness. And that's what happened here. And there's a guarding here. Nine of Wands, standing up for yourself. And I think that that's what you needed to do, right? You needed to be bold, because for a long time you went along with what people wanted and expected of you, and you just became that person. You wanted to be that well-rounded person. If you were a wife, you wanted to be a well-rounded wife that, supported your mate. And if you were a husband, same thing. You wanted to be that provider. If you had that family, you did those things that were expected of you in life. You showed up and you showed out, and you were what you expected to be, but you didn't. It wasn't satisfying to you. You wanted more than just what was there, what was expected of you, because you had all these dreams and hopes and aspirations. And I feel like you were stunted. Maybe you met this person when you were with another person, and that is why it didn't work out the way either one of you wanted, right? It was like the right person, wrong time, but it was like you thought you needed to be loyal to this person that you committed yourself to, and this other person showed up and you were like, oh my God, this is the one, but you couldn't be with that person. And then all of a sudden it ended inevitably because you made the choice to be loyal to the person you're with. But it was never what you truly wanted. It was like you were at a different place than the person that you committed yourself to. They were never going to change, and you wanted change. So you have to make the change, because that person isn't going to do it. And that can be a hard thing to do, to walk away, because there's an awful lot of things you're walking away from. And there's always that guilt, inevitable guilt and feelings of failure that are attached to that. Support. Expect help. A divine power more magnificent than anything else that exists on the planet is ready to support our every move. So this is where it's saying, look for support from the universe, right? Because sometimes we don't have the support systems on this earth that we needed, that other people have. We shouldn't be jealous of that. I'm glad when other people have wonderful childhoods and have wonderful people in their life support systems, but other people, some people, and I can say that for myself at times, do not have that support. We have to have our own inner support. We have the abilities within ourselves to heal. We have that masculine, feminine energy, right? The masculine, the feminine energy. If we're balanced, it can support us. We have the universe, right? We have God. We have our support systems that are out there, our spirit guides, our ancestors willing to support us. If we're willing to do the work to elevate ourselves, to raise our vibrations, we have those support systems ready, willing, and able to be there for us. Don't ever think you're alone, because you are never alone. You are never alone. And I feel like maybe you have gone it alone, felt you're alone, but you have never been alone. Okay? You really haven't. Any more advice for this person? I know this is going on long enough. Let's end this. I don't mean to drag this out, but I feel like this person is going to want to contact you. They just want to feel within themselves that they're not going to be rejected, right? But sometimes you have to put yourself out there, whether you're rejected or not, just to get the truth. And sometimes the truth can hurt. But it's like, to move on with your life, you need that closure. And I feel like the person that feels bad and had that ego death, that they didn't say their truth, they need to come clean, be honest with themselves and the person that they hurt. And I feel like that would change them too, to move forward in their life, either way. But they don't know unless they try. Patience is here. Trust in divine timing. Your future holds something far greater than your past. Amen. Amen. And it all starts with choices. It all starts with a decision to love yourself, right? Because there's so much more going on here than just ourselves and where we are at the moment. There's a far greater future for you out there. You just got to step through that door and be brave. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe, because I'd love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.